Okay, so today we're going to talk about inverses. Inverses are very easy. If you notice, my original relation has the 0.81, and my inverse has the relation 1/8. So what did I do? I switched the x and the y. What did I not do? I had no sign changes, and I did not take the reciprocal, meaning I did not flip anything. So on this relation, my 0, -1 will go to -1, 0. 2, 0 goes to 0, 2. 3, 2, goes to 2, 3. And the 4, 3 goes to 3, 4. Now, what if we have to take the inverse of an equation? I have the steps typed out. Replace f of x with y. Well, we don't have an f of x, so that's okay. We'll skip step 1. The second step, switch x and y, leave the numbers in place, they don't move. Okay, I can do that. X equals 2y plus 1. Third step, solve for y. Now, that's going to give me x minus 1 equals 2y. So I've switched my x and my y. I'm solving for y. Divide both sides by 2. And I'm going to get y equals x minus 1 over 2. This little -1 means that's the notation for the inverse. I'm not doing anything mathematically with that as an exponent. It is notation only. This answer is fine, but it can be written as x over 2 minus 1/2. I could also write x over 2 as 1/2 x minus 1/2. And then we would graph. One thing I would like to look at, 2 multiple choice questions. So multiple choice, I need the inverse of this guy. Notice that they're trying to trick you here by switching signs. They're trying to trick you here by taking reciprocals. Here they've switched x and y for everybody. That is the correct choice. All right, I go to the next one. And this one is tempting because they've taken reciprocals, but that's not how we find an inverse. We switch x and y, and then solve for y. So I would subtract that 1/4, and then I need to get rid of the -2/3. Easiest way to do that is to multiply by the reciprocal on both sides, and this reciprocal is going to get distributed. -3/2 x, negative times negative is positive, and then 3, because the -3 times the -1 made the +3, and on the bottom, 2 times 4 made the 8. And on this side, those make a +1. So there's my inverse, and that matches choice D.